Hey, welcome back to the channel Love on Two Wheels. And as you noticed in the title, I hate Harley. But do I really hate Harley? Absolutely not. Of course not. I mean, look, I buy their gear, I buy their clothing, I buy their accessories, and most of all, I actually bought the bike. But there are some things about Harley that could really be improved on and has really ticked a lot of riders off. For example, you pay almost $30,000. Now we're talking about the touring models. You pay almost $30,000, sometimes even higher, depending on the model that you get. You pay all that money and you still have to buy extras just to make it normal. For example, every vehicle in the modern world comes with LED lights. Why would you pay $30,000 for a bike? If you pay that same price for a four-wheel car, you would get LED lights. You would get brights. You would have all the bells and whistles. You would have Bluetooth. Man, don't get me started about that. But I had to actually pay for extra lights, and sometimes I don't mind. There are improvements. And if they would have come with LEDs, would I have changed them out? Who knows? Everybody likes to do customization. I'm no different. But it should have come with LEDs in the front, in the back, and around the sides. Now, the headlights, one of the most awesome things on the bike, whether it's the Road Glide, the Street Glide, the Limited, everything else. Now they now come with these Daymaker lights. I'm gonna tell you something. They are extremely bright, even on low. They are extremely bright. I ride mine with highs and even in the daytime just to be seen. At night, I have a little bit of respect for folks because they are so bright. I do turn them down just a little bit. My turn signals in the front and the back, I had to purchase those aftermarket because they don't come with LEDs. Now that brings me to my next point. Why doesn't Bluetooth work the way it's supposed to? For example, in my car, it comes standard with Bluetooth technology, Bluetooth communications. I can talk, I can listen to my emails, I can listen to my messages, I can look at GPS coordinates. I've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all built in. Here I have a $30,000 bike that for me to use that functionality, I have to purchase a separate item that's an additional $300 just for the WHIM. Now, does it stop there? Of course not. My helmet has Bluetooth connectivity. I have a Shoei GT Air 2. And so I purchased the SRL2 Cena headsets for my helmet. Works fine. Listen to music, make phone calls. Too easy. On the Harley, it is not compatible. Even if you put the WHIM device in the bike, guess what, folks? It is not compatible. You have to actually purchase a Harley branded Bluetooth headset for your helmet to be compatible with not Bluetooth connectivity, but to the WHIM connectivity for your bike. Yes, the Bluetooth technology for those Harley branded headsets does not use Bluetooth on the Harley, or is not connected that way. You can connect Bluetooth to GPS, you can connect Bluetooth to your phone, but not to the headset. This was a proprietary decision that Harley made, and it has caused a lot of angst, me included. It has caused me a lot of cussing, a lot of fighting, a lot of I'm not going to pay for that, I'm not going to buy that. Now you know where this is going, right? I do want to get all the full capabilities of using my Harley Davidson Road Glide Special. So, after all the complaining, after all the cussing, and after all the angst, I decided to put the WHIM on my bike. Yeah, that's right. I gave in. Harley knew I was going to give in too. They was like, just give him a minute. He's going to give in. But watch. Watch what's going to happen. In the model year 22, perhaps, it's probably going to be built into the device. Now, you can get the WHIMs, but you have to pay for a CVO price vehicle. Now, Some of you may want to purchase a CVO. Listen, I would want to purchase a CVO. You cannot get that connectivity that you want without, one, buying a CVO, or two, spending extra money to purchase a WHIM, and three, adding the Harley branded Cena headset to your helmet. That's right, it has to be Harley branded. If you go to Cycle Gear or anywhere else, or if you purchase it online, Amazon, and you try to buy a 50S, if you try to buy a 20S, or if you try to purchase a 30K, if it is Cena branded and you did not buy from Harley, it is not Harley stamped, it is not Harley branded, it will not, and I repeat, it will not be compatible with your Harley Davidson motorcycle. Now, there are workarounds with that. Cena does have a device called the FreeWire. You have to purchase a few other things for it to work, such as a DIN. Not all bikes come with a DIN. The road glides, the street glides do not come with a 7-pin DIN. You have to get an upgraded model, a limited, other tours, and definitely a CVO that will have a 7-pin DIN. So you have to install a 7-pin DIN, install the FreeWire, make it compatible with your non-Harley Bluetooth connectivity device for your helmet, and it will work then. There are several other videos with that. I've seen several of them myself. So it does work. But to me, to get the full capabilities of a Boom GTS system that I paid for, I want to get the full functionality. So yes, once again, I gave in. Let's take a look. Now that the WHIM is actually installed, it looks great. And here's Apple CarPlay on this Road Glide Special. It's got everything. Of course, it's got the same thing as you would see in your car. You've got the phone, music, maps, Sirius XM if you subscribe to that. I do subscribe to that. Let's see. It's got all your phone functions. Family there, you don't see names or anything. Maybe I'll blink that out. And this is important. You gotta have Waze. If you don't have Waze, especially with the way I drive, it tells you where all the police and everything else is located at. So that's also a good function there. So it does help out. And everything goes right through to the Bluetooth on the helmet. Now, as I mentioned before, you do have to have a Harley Davidson stamped Bluetooth connectivity on your helmet. The only difference is that for a way for this to work is you need to have a Harley stamped Bluetooth connectivity in your helmet. If you have another Bluetooth device, even another Cena device, you'll only get mono sound coming to your helmet. Now, who wants to have that? So you have to have a Harley Davidson stamped, Harley Davidson branded Cena headset. In this case, I have a 30K. They do have a 20S Evo, and I think there's a couple other ones, depending on the type of helmet that you have. But for the full face helmets, you will need a 30K or a 20S or something of that nature, but it has to be a Harley Cena branded. If you get a Cena only branded or another Bluetooth device, it will not be compatible with the WHIM on your Harley Davidson motorcycle. That is a proprietary thing. That is one of the things that I do hate, and I wish that Harley would actually come into the modern world and do better with that. Now, I have a feeling that this will change over time as more and more people start complaining about it, having issues with it, and doing reviews on it. However, people are still buying Harley Davidson. I will tell you this, as much as I say I hate Harley, when I get rid of this bike, and it won't be anytime soon, but when I get rid of this bike, I'll probably end up getting another Harley Davidson bike. It'll probably either be the Road Glide or the Road Glide Limited. I haven't made up my mind yet. I still have plenty of time, and I'm in no hurry for that. But hopefully by that time, they will have come up with a better solution in being able to use Apple CarPlay. And I think now they have Android Auto. I think there was a new update to the WHIM system that they do have Android Auto. So some vehicles now do have wireless connectivity for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. As you can see right there, that is the 2020 BMW. That BMW does have wireless connectivity for Apple CarPlay, and I think they just made an update for that for the Android Auto. Why can't Harley Davidson do that very similar thing in the future. Now I know that they were just now getting this connectivity onto the bike, so I won't get on too much about not having that connectivity. At least they did come to wired connectivity for Apple CarPlay, and in the future, as long as we keep making videos like this and keep saying, hey, this is what customers want, there will probably be in the future the wireless connectivity. But I have a feeling that that'll probably be an additional price for that too. We all know how Harley Davidson works. With that, no, I don't hate Harley Davidson. I do hate some of the things that Harley Davidson does, especially when it comes to their technology. It's the 21st century, it is 2020. Even though we've had some issues and everything going on with 2020, there should be no reason why Harley Davidson does not have the upgraded technology as they do in other modern vehicles. So, with that said, leave the comments below. Tell me what you think. If you want more content just like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell notification, and you will be notified as soon as new content is delivered. Until next time, love on two wheels. Peace.